Hi, everyone. We are the Trophy Husbands. I'm Marcus.
I'm Luke.
I'm Steve.
And I am Nick.
Hashtag still Steve.
Hashtag still Steve. So let's just start off. How was everybody's weekend?
I'm a hermit. I'm slowly turning into a Howard Hughes, but less rich. But far less rich.
Are you collecting pee
I was
jars
about to say,
yet?
are you peeing in jars yet?
Not quite.
And rewatching all of your old films?
I mean, I did watch the 24-hour show. That one that was based all around me this past weekend.
He's just lying about the peeing. He actually has started doing that.
Just go out the window.
He actually buys buckets because it's more friendly to the economy, and he already has a really
Have you
nice
painted?
bucket.
Have you painted all the windows black in your room?
I'm not.
Are you getting like
not
the
trying to live in a world of
long
darkness?
fingernails?
J-Man.
The night man. Oh!
Yeah. So, Mick, I guess you want to call me Charlie from whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just kind of bummed around, wrote some stuff, went running, took my dogs for a walk, and didn't talk to anybody. You know? So I did, and I'm going to Iceland next week, so I just had to do a bunch of stuff for that, too. So
you're like a middle-aged divorcee trying to get back in
Getting
life.
back in-
Except I've never been married.
That's the plot twist. You have multiple personalities.
Jeez. So it's like the new M. Night Shyamalan
That's
movies.
you're James
wife.
McAvoy.
I mean, I'd be fine with that. I would not complain. He's got a good life.
Why?
You get to be Professor X too.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That
Then
would
I'd
be.
be bald. Fuck that. No.
Speaking of Professor X, you guys watch Legion yet or no?
Legion is fucking dope.
Right?
I love it.
I have not watched
I haven't
it.
seen it yet.
I won't ruin anything. The only thing I'll ruin is that it's Professor Xavier's son.
Well, that's
okay.
that's a thing in the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he's Professor X's son. He has multiple personality disorder. Well, in the comics at least, but each personality has a different power. And
Right, yeah.
He's an Omega level mutant, and in the series so far, it's just like him discovering that he's been told his whole life that he's schizophrenic, but him discovering that it's not really the case. So it's really good.
So far, he has 3 abilities, and there's been 3 episodes. So I'm hoping there's a new ability every episode.
Exactly.
The ability to make cereal taste better. Episode 53.
Exactly. Like
This cereal tastes like cardboard.
Yeah, because he has in the comics, he has literally 1,000 different personalities, and each one has a different powers.
They're going to get to the point where they did with all the X-Men movies, where they're just like, we need to reboot this, so they're going to somehow give him the ability to go back in time. And, reboot
He's
the
actually
show.
doing it from the inside. It's like, this is actually my power.
So wait, is David the main personality, or is he just?
I think, it's David Haller is
Okay.
his main alias.
I didn't know that's why it was called Legion, because I didn't know anything about Legion except for that it was Professor Xavier's son.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really good. You should watch it.
All right.
For me and my weekend, Friday pretty much just chilled. Last night, ended up out at Murph's with Lopez, Bianca, and Sam for a little bit, hanging out.
Which Sam?
Hartman. Hanging out, chilling out over there, and that was pretty much it.
We're so exciting. We're adults.
I know, it wasn't a terribly exciting weekend for at least us two.
I didn't do anything Friday night, but Saturday I did Secret Hitler. That was fun. You play as a liberal, a fascist, or as Hitler himself.
Hey, Hitler.
Hey, Hitler, you
One
know.
of the many Hitlers.
One of the many Hitlers.
We have
Well,
Mecha
if you
Hitler,
play-
there's C Hitler.
If you play the
Yeah,
game
Sky
multiple
and
times,
Moon
there are
Hitler.
multiple Hitlers.
If you're in the Illuminati, I'm sure there are many too.
Same with MK Ultra. So
So that's what I did. Played Secret Hitler. Do you want me to explain Secret Hitler? Is
Yes.
that what's
yeah,
okay.
break it down. Break it down for the folks.
So the liberals don't know who anyone is. Fascists know who Hitler is, and the liberals are. Hitler doesn't know who anyone is. So,
Didn't you say you at one point though can just start shooting people,
if
searching for Hitler?
if you get far enough into fascist, I think fascist laws, because you have to pass laws.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really say anything. Just say liberal or liberal or fascist on them. You put them on this little board. It tells you how far you are from being a fascist or a liberal government. So once you get too far into the fascist road, you start just shooting people. Find out who Hitler is.
Fucking Red Scare, just bam, you're dead.
They start leaning liberal. Fascists like, all right, guys, we're getting a little liberal here. Come on, let's fight this shit down.
You guys are being too forward thinking.
Let's
Boom.
digress here.
Yeah. You What a quality.
Wow, it's
Click,
America.
bang.
I mean, well, we also. Well, you heard about. You heard about this. I know you did, Nick. But them cutting CNN and
CNN and Politico and the New York Post out of the
no New York Times.
New York Times, yeah, out of the press conference.
Yeah, but anyways, go ahead. Your turn.
Friday night, I really didn't do shit.
Keeping up that exciting trend.
Yeah. I was just really tired. Like, I got off of work, and I was really just like, bleh. And so I just went home and I did homework because I had to do it and get shit done. It was one of those, like, I procrastinated. I was like, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll get it done.
I'll get to it.
Yeah. And then, like, I had all the time in the world to do it, but then I was like, fuck, all right, I have to do it because it's due tonight. And then it's just like, oh, it's 70 degrees out and it's nice as shit. And I'm like inside all day because I
like
worked.
That episode of SpongeBob where you're just trying to write your essay while everyone else is outside having fun.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there.
This Windows.
And like, you look at the computer screen, it's like, with a really big T. It's all fancy and shit.
And it's like 8 hours later.
Yeah, but it was like, I could have did this shit when it was 20 degrees and shitty, but no, I put it off to the last minute. Now I have to do it, and it's 74 degrees out, and everyone's outside. But your ass. Yeah. So I pretty much did that, worked on a study guide, and then I went over and hung out with Lizzie because she stayed over because she went with us on Saturday. So I hung out with her, and then like all of us hung out. John and Tom were doing the Murphs thing because, of course, they work there, so they kind of have to do that. So after they came home, we all like hung out and just shot the shit.
Circle jerked, typical post-bar activity.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
Took MDMA, we railed it off each other's nipples, and then we just circle jerked.
I mean,
what else do you do on a Friday?
The last part I don't have a problem with. Like, I mean, if you're if you're on MDA
part or the MDA?
The MDMA part, but I mean, after that, because of the drugs, you might not care about the circle jerk. Like, when you're really into it, it's like, oh man. Just like when you just like touch somebody, you're just like, oh, that feels so good.
Yes, when you touch somebody. Just Marcus.
Well, he's closest. Like,
so glad I'm in the corner right now.
If you like MDMA and someone just brushes against you, you're just like,
you just touched somebody.
You just touched my soul. Oh man, do that again. Anyway, but enough about me.
Enough about my extracurricular activities. I also like to collect stamps and go on walks.
And he's single, ladies.
Surprisingly, right?
Hey.
Whatever, I'm pretty. It's okay.
Too pretty for you.
I'm not too pretty for anybody. You're beautiful just the way you are.
We endorse them as a trophy husbands.
Everyone is beautiful.
You're
Which is
James
another way
Blake's
of saying
song.
nobody is. Where are we going with this? I don't know.
I don't know.
All
What
over the
participation
place.
trophy is? Who does that? Everyone does that.
But how was State Patties? Like,
I know this is what you guys are asking
get
for.
there already. Come on.
I'm purposely just being a dick. You guys like. So how was it? I looked up really nice quiche recipes for.
I had quiche this morning.
Quiche is
I
fucking
don't
delicious.
need it. I don't need a recipe.
He's
Okay.
just pretty bomb.
All right, you fuckers. I was thinking about St. Pat. No, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So first of all, yesterday was like monsooning.
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
It was at one point it was raining, and it was kind of like, oh, it might be shitty, and then it started downpouring. It was like, oh,
Was that
okay.
up in Penn State?
No. We
Here,
were also
you're
down here.
Okay.
And then out of nowhere, it's just like, oh, would you like some hail with your downpour?
Yep.
And it's just like, I don't want to die. Can we not end up in a fiery death of like hail and rain and just
those two things mix right.
fire death?
No, fire and rain. Fiery death and rain.
Hey man, if they can have fire in the waters, I don't see why we can't. Fiery death in the
I
rain.
can't right now. Whatever. Carry on.
But so we finally got everybody organized after the fucking great storm passed through.
Got in your arc and moved along.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
get everyone 2x2s.
Yeah, you got 2 of each bottle of liquor, and we put them on the ark, and
That's
2 of
a truly
every
important
chaser, and we went. Now we all piled in the car. It was a gang of us. It was like me, Eric, Gio, Suwala, Bao, Lizzie, Taylor, Jen.
I know all these people. I know a few of them.
Yeah, you know the
Most
majority of
them. I just love it, like when you start like listed names, like we all know who you're
Yeah.
talking about.
And it was like it was literally probably like 10,
He has
15
to list everybody,
like
otherwise
10
they get salty like Dante.
Yeah.
true.
So
You learn your lessons. All right,
Exactly.
fair enough.
Yep. Everybody gets fair credit. It's like a group project. We all contributing in making the night weird.
I don't know. Like, I mean, sometimes if I go out with a group of friends, some pull their weight more than others. I might say, like, dude, you didn't do so well tonight. Be more fun next time. Like,
You still have a lot of money. Your phone's intact, and you know where your keys are. Do you even go out, bro?
yeah, right?
Do you even know how to go out, bro?
You be responsible and be fun.
Do you even drunk, bro? Do
Not
you?
lately.
But so we get there, and it's just like everybody there's like 2 or 3 cases of beer, and there's like 5 or 6, 7, maybe 8 different bottles of liquor. There's chasers. At one point in time, like we ordered food, so there's wings and there's pizza, and everybody's just going stupid. And so we do that. And then we're pre-gaming, we're hanging out, playing Kings. We played like a gazillion rounds of Kings, and then since we all had solo cups, somebody brought ping pong balls, so that everybody was doing this thing where like they were trying to throw it in your drink just casually. If they got it in your drink, you had to chug.
Oh,
So it's just like every once in a while you see ping pong balls just whizzing through the air. It's like, fuck, watch your drink.
Well, last time we did that, we did something similar. It's my friends that lived on Jackson Street a few years ago. Did that. We were, you ever played True American?
Heard of it.
Oh, God. Well,
I haven't even
that-
heard of it.
Okay. Well, that's a rough game, but we started like doing that thing where we're just throwing pong balls in our cups. But then there are tons of empty beer cans, so we started throwing those. And we started picking literally everything up off the ground and just throwing at each other, whether it be a full beer can or an empty beer can. So we literally destroyed this house in a span of 15 minutes, just throwing shit at each other. Like 2 empty cases of beer, like beer cans, all over the place. A table, like one of those fold-out tables, knocked over. It was the beginning of the semester, and I couldn't move into my place yet, so I had a suitcase there. And my friend started pulling out my clothes and throwing them everywhere. And then we had another full case of beer, and he takes it, throws it across the room, and it explodes. It's like that's why I like just throwing random shit. I have an aversion to because it just
It
gets out of hand really quick.
ends terribly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ends terribly around drunk
We
people.
throw a cotton ball at you. You immediately have non-flash.
Yeah, exactly. It's like then your hand is
PTSD.
like pierced to the wall with a knife in it. Like, I don't even feel it, bro.
Somebody like, Lucy's like, hey, I forgot something in the car. Can you give me the keys? They throw it to him. He just ducks and rolls, like action rolls that way. No!
It's like that baseball. What was it? The coach or was it an umpire? It was like 2 or 3 years ago. And he was like, he had started having a flashback while he was on the baseball field.
I shouldn't laugh.
And he's like ducking and rolling and all this stuff. And eventually he like pulls out a fake grenade. An imaginary.
But
just
yeah.
like he's holding
Grenade.
like, and he goes, and throws it in a dugout and runs away.
Wow. I did not
That's
hear
really
about
sad, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's kind of funny. But I mean, come on, like
That's true. You can't. It's hard to, but it was pretty entertaining
yeah.
video.
one of our friends, it's gonna be named nameless. It was 4th of July a couple years ago, and fireworks started going off. He used to be in the military. Runs downstairs with his AK and runs outside. Think he's having a flashback. I was like, "Oh, you okay, man?" Like, yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you
That was
had
rough.
that kind of experience. I
Huh?
didn't know you had that kind
No,
of experience.
not me personally. It was one of our.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
you
but he's saying he didn't know that you were there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you witnessed something.
yeah.
So.
it's rough shit. But.
It is. In the context of other things, PTSD flashbacks will be kind of funny. Because could you imagine if it was a famous wrestler and he just hears a bell, has a PTSD,
Just clicks.
runs up to somebody straight up behind him, arms around the waist, German suplex over the shoulder in the middle of the frozen food section.
Just The Rock's just like, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Anytime he hears a ding.
It's gonna be a messed up retirement home.
I think that'd be more from a football player than it would be from a wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Kurt Angle just triple German suplex in the middle of the doctor's office.
That'd be kind of amazing.
Oh my god.
I'd be okay with that. That'd be
It's
entertaining.
true. It's damn true, as he said. But anyway, back to that.
Back to throwing stuff.
Yeah, back to throwing stuff. So there was that. It was just making drinks, drinking, making more drinks, drinking more drinks. Yay!
It's my favorate game.
I love
Drink
that
to drink
song.
is my favorite game.
Making drinks to drink, the best thing in the world.
Yeah, it really was. At one point, their friend who was renting the place, he comes down, and I have no idea what the heck this kid's name is at this point in time. But we're in full swing, and he came down. I guess he was sleeping or something, and we're just like, "Hey,
Yeah, it's
there's pizza over there. There's booze over there."
People over here, it's party. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and so there's this chit chat, and they're talking to him, and as they're talking, I just pour this guy a drink. I don't even know him. I'm just like, boop, 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 boop. Taste this. And he's just like, oh man, that's really good. Drink it. And I just walk off.
Mark is so enforcing.
Wow. You're just a whole nother person at Penn State. Well, it's there's, I guess Penn State Marcus is equivalent Halloween Marcus.
I didn't get that drunk. Did not get that drunk.
If only.
No.
I said we need to have a not 30th birthday party. It's we're gonna have you said it's your birthday, Eric's birthday comes up, and then
I think mine, Eric, maybe a couple. There were 4 or 5 people together that had March birthdays. Because DJ and
DJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll have some sort of shindigarooski. We should just go to Chuck E. Cheese and win all the cool prizes.
Is it frowned upon if you go to Chuck E. Cheese hammering?
Oh, the spider
I don't
rings.
give a shit. You know what we could do? Is just show up at the door and then it's just yeah, we're here for a birthday party, and they're oh, there's not one on the list. Oh, okay, so it must be a thrown together party, and just go right in and then just win all the skee ball tickets. And
Pushing kids out
I
of the jungle gym.
just want to say, shove kids out of the way.
Can we even fit in the sky tubes? We don't know, but we're about to find
We're gonna
out.
try.
I'm not going to try. That's how I get stuck, and the ambulance gets called. And
I can't believe that Chuck E. Cheese is still there. It is so old.
Oh yeah, it's been there.
It probably hasn't even been renovated.
It has.
I forget how
It
does
has? Oh, okay.
how does Chuck E. Cheese work? Do you get to just go in and order food and then play games, or what? I don't.
It's
I don't,
like,
remember.
I don't remember. I haven't been there in
Since
ages.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't-
Pretty much. I
It's
went
like Dave and Buster's.
for
Okay.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for it's a lot more safe because you get freaking stamps just to say this kid belongs to you. You get a number
okay.
stamp, a UV stamp that they
Yeah.
can't see, so they can't actually wipe the stamp off and be this kid's mine now.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
Right.
Do they still have those creepy animatronic?
Yes, they do.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
It was years ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago. My little brother was going to a birthday party, and I get off work, I go home, just chilling, and it was my mom's coworker, so she knew all of us. And he's just yeah, I'm going to the birthday party. You coming? And I was just I wasn't going to. He's you should come. And so he was campaigning for me to come to Chuck E. Cheese. I was just all right, fuck it, let's Chuck E. Cheese it up. So I've been there somewhat recently.
I have not been there probably since I was maybe 6 or 7.
Nope.
It's been ages. I just remember creepy.
Is that just an East Coast thing, or what is it?
No, it's
They had
all over
national
the place.
commercials.
Yeah.
I don't know what their stock valuation is if they're still relevant. So.
I mean, they're the only game in town, so.
Our friend, Stephen Mine's high school friend, Danny, once worked there, and he was Chucky. Like, he got into the costume and walked around.
And that's another thing. It's called Chucky, and I hate Chucky. When they're not the same Chucky, it's just like...
We know.
Embed it onto your mind. If you ever meet someone who's called Chucky, you're like,
and the goofy animatronic giant dolls, like, that's not cool.
Somebody's been playing too many sessions of, what is it, Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah.
I've never played that, but I heard it's really scary, and I know it would scare the shit out of me, but it sounds like it's super fun. So.
I heard it was good.
I don't know. I'm like, well, we'll see. I don't know. But anyway,
Luke's like that one guy that's at the party that leans over to the kid and he's just like, when nobody's around, the animatronic dolls get off stage and walk around. They have to call the animatronic doll wranglers every once in a while because they get. And he tells them like this crazy long elaborate story. And he's just like, and they're gonna come steal all of your presents. Have a good birthday. Like,
oh my god.
Disappears, and this kid's scarred for life, and now has to go to therapy sessions and stuff.
I could see Luke doing that.
He would.
I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese since I was like 6. Like, do you know how fucked up that is? Like, just think about this real quick. Like,
some kids like reminiscing and trying to enjoy Chuck E. Cheese.
Tall man ruined my Chuck E. Cheese experience.
A tall, smooth-shaven man with a mop top ruined my Chuck E. Cheese experience as a child.
Why does this become?
I sound like a horror movie villain now. Franchise me, let's go.
Can be.
It sounds like the guy from Pet Sematary.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
I don't care. I do whatever I want. But, so,
You guys.
back to the subject at hand.
We, Chuck E. Cheese. or State Patties.
Same thing. No. So, everybody, like, Ubers it and Lyfts it and all that good shit, and we all pile in, go over, and we get there, and we go to Indigo, which is it's a pretty fun time, I must say. I really
never went
it.
there, but yeah, that was a big thing.
Yeah, Indigo. Imagine like Murphs on steroids.
So like the Green Turtle and Towson, Nick.
Yes,
probably.
Steve, you've been to the Green Turtle and Towson, right?
I mean, his face, so much disdain.
That's where we'd always go.
It's so far to travel. You have to go all the way upstairs, and then go downstairs, get your beer, and then go back all the way up, because that's where Travis...
There was a bar upstairs.
I know.
It's always so crowded, though.
Yeah,
True.
it was impossible to get into that. Unless you were dancing your booty and getting in there. And...
I mean, that is how you had to do it sometimes.
Right.
Is dancing,
like dancing, like, woo, can I get a beer, please? Yeah, whatever, man. Bouncer, bartenders.
Can I get a lager? You mean a Yingling? Like, oh
From
shoot,
PA,
I'm in Maryland, shoot.
Oh my god, you're gonna get my money regardless, shut the fuck up.
This dude gave me such a disdainful look, like,
Just give me a goddamn beer.
Pretty much.
Good job.
Well, it's
Tended
like...
to my bar needs.
We went to a Girl Scout... Well, Maggie was doing her Girl Scout thing yesterday, and I was like, well... Maggie's an adult, so I'm not dating a child.
Maggie volunteers and helps
clear,
with the Girl Scouts.
Steve's girlfriend is an adult.
And they were selling cookies yesterday.
Correct. So,
I
anyways...
picked her up from middle school and went to... I'm fucking with you, that's terrible.
Soccer practice.
I just thought I needed clarification, because it did sound weird after I said it. Anyways, they had, what do you call it? Thin Mints. And they had the boxes of them, the
cases, yeah.
Case of Thin Mints. And the lady there was like, well, I don't know if I'll have enough Thin Mints to sell after you buy the whole case. And I was like, well, it doesn't really matter. You're selling them.
Selling
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Like, even I'm buying a whole case, isn't the whole...
Like, that's when you just give her the plain face, like, I'm buying them, though.
Like, the money's right here.
Like,
Do you want this, or...
What you're literally trying to do, I'm trying to let you do. I'm trying to buy these. And you're
she was
saying...
like, she was like, can you just, like, wait until the end and see how many we have left and stuff like that? I was like, just gonna buy the whole thing. So it's
like, you're not helping your case, man. I'm trying to buy you. You were
just
selling
against your
things.
current mission right now.
You're literally stopping me from doing what you want to do because you're being stupid.
You are trying to shoot yourself in the foot.
And you are succeeding because I don't want your damn cookies, ma'am.
But no, that was it. She was like, okay, fine, I'll give you the case. I was like,
Jesus.
So reluctant to sell
After you had
what
to
you
lie.
Fine,
said.
I will
down.
take your money.
It's like it wasn't like a drug deal or anything. It's like I'm trying to buy cookies for a good cause. Can you let me buy cookies for
I don't know,
this
but
cause?
if you're a drug dealer, you still want your person to buy all your drugs.
That's what I'm saying. But you're not gonna sit there and be like, man, if you buy all my weed, I'm not gonna have weed to sell. Like, duh.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. So you can go re-up and sell more weed, ma'am. You could do that and sell more cookies. Like, the fuck are you doing?
like the only thing I could think of is they wanted to teach the girls how to sell things. But
Like, there's not-
because
like-
those are like their top
They're popular, yeah.
top
They
selling
want as many
cookie.
people to get.
Yeah,
But then they're also like, fuck, because like if somebody walks up and just like, can I get the entire case of Dosey-Dos? And they're just like, well, we can't sell you the whole case. I'm just like, the fuck out of here! I'm literally trying to do what you're trying to do. Like, I'm trying to help you accomplish your goal, and you're, well, I can't sell you this because we might not have enough. You sell out. You sell everything. like you're just like, well, some guy's gonna buy this case, but he didn't, so now I have like half a case. You dumbass! Like,
Exactly.
like what?
Doesn't make
I wish I could have been there with you. I wouldn't. I
know, but I gave her this face like
yeah.
Like,
I'm-
what?
I'm going to buy the whole thing. It doesn't really matter. You're just trying to like weave it in your head
If any-
how this works.
I am,
If
and it
anything,
doesn't.
doing that might have helped her out even more because people who went and they're like, oh, I want Thin Mints. Oh, they don't have Thin Mints, but I still want to support, so I'll buy this other one.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Take advantage of nice people. That's how you sell stuff.
Duh.
True, yeah.
Well,
I'm not kidding.
Welcome to America. Welcome to just selling
Capitalism.
things in general. Yeah.
Yeah, sales.
That's like, there was one time we were supposed to push this one product at work, and nobody wanted to buy it. And they're just like, and my one manager's on the headset, and she's just like, so, did anybody sell any of these? I'm just like, it just gets dead quiet.
It's like, no.
It's just dead quiet, and then she's like, well, my manager's like, well, I sold one. Dead quiet. And she's just like, well, anyone else? And I was just like, nobody wants them. Like, just plain, just
Yeah, it's like,
nobody
nobody.
wants them. And then my other manager's just like, Marcus, I don't like your attitude. Just
But
like,
it's true.
yeah, but it wasn't like a corporate. She was kind of like, really, bro?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like your attitude. I'm just like, I don't have an attitude.
I'm just saying.
I'm stating facts.
I'm stating facts.
These are not going to make us money.
I literally was just going around like, ma'am, do you understand how supply and demand works? If they actually wanted this, we would be out of it because they'd buy all of it. Like that, it would be flying off the shelves,
Yeah.
and we would have to restock it. But instead, we're trying to like ram this shit down somebody's throat, and they don't fucking want it.
What is it?
Economics
Is it
101.
a Party City credit card?
no, it's like fucking McAfee.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the antivirus.
Yeah, like, see? As soon as I said McAfee, you all went,
It's 'cause it's true.
Yeah!
It's true, though, because
It's like,
Maggie has McAfee. I don't understand why. I hate McAfee.
yeah.
It's a terrible
Yeah. Yeah, and then my one manager's just like, I was just like, nobody wants it. And she's like, well, you make them want it. You make, and I'm just like, that's, no.
What?
Not how that works.
Yeah, don't you hate when you like walk in the store for one thing, you're just like, all right, cool. I'm going to get manila folders, and I'm going to get binder clips. And somebody's just like, don't you want this new set? And you're just like, no, I came for my manila folder and my binder clips. Thank you.
The last phone I got, not my newest one before, it was like, I had a phone for a week, and it's just like, all right, I need to go. I just need to get a new phone. And it's like, all right, what's the cheapest phone you have? I want to buy a case, and that's it. Sir, would you like to buy this? Sir, would you like... It's like that. This went on for, it's like, dude, I just want my phone so I can text my girlfriend to come over and have sex with me.
Did you say that just plain? You should have.
the thing is, it's like, now I gotta go on Facebook and be like, hey, you wanna come over? Do you wanna go get dinner? Like, no, it's like, I just want my phone so I can go. My friend went down to AT&T that same day, went and he's like, he's like, you're here, I'm gonna get a new phone too. He goes, gets a new phone, within like 40 minutes comes up, like, I'm still up there, and guy's just typing on his computer, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I just want my phone. I don't want anything else. I just want to go. Please, just come
Do you
on.
want the super special protection plan?
Right,
Where if
exactly.
you rub your penis across the screen, it's completely fine afterwards.
Why wouldn't it be anyway?
It's called
You
the
don't
P-tection.
know.
It's just frustrating. It's like, no, because some people can be swayed that way if they're But but then there's the people like you were just saying, like you go and you make a list and you stick to that list, and those are like you can't be swayed from that way.
Yeah,
So,
I hate that shit too because like it sucks. Like I know when some people are just like, well, no, I don't want that, but you like other people just kind of like, no, thanks. Like I know what it's like. You have to try and make me want this newfangled dingle hopper, and I don't fucking want it.
It's a lot like those. Well, because I brought a Party City credit card, I said. But the thing is, like, a lot of those like major stores now have their own like credit card.
Yeah.
So now they go because you have to fill a quota you have to at least sell someone one credit card every month or something. So they're always asking, "Oh, do you have the Target Red card? Do you want the Target Red card?"
No.
No, because his account information got stolen.
there's
Right.
There's a little bit of deviation, but still on the thing of sales. When we were at Firefly, this one girl, there's like light up gloves that you put batteries in.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Really cool stuff. And
Yeah.
then so she's like going around to everybody. She's really nice, and everyone's like, "What's up? What are you guys doing? You really excited for Firefly? You, yeah." And like really like getting in, like making you feel like we're buddies and stuff, and like
Then she
definite sales. Like I get it. It's cool. You're a nice lady, I'm sure. But my friend Greg, you know Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I want to buy some gloves. And then so she's like, cool, do you want to buy this? Like, she bought like 3 other things from her too. And I was like, okay. And it's like, she's like, yeah, thanks so much. Have a good rest of your trip. He's like, yeah. And he says, she was really hot. She was really nice. We should get her to come back and hang out with us. So at some point, like 2 days later,
face first.
I was like, Greg, come on. So 2 days later, we're walking.
Like I get this image of you like in animes when they like pan away for a second, you just see the friend's face. It's like a totally white face and the lines coming out of the screen.
Yeah.
Going,
We're like the one giant teardrop.
yeah.
But like I was saying, 2 days later, we're just walking around the campsite and stuff, and we run into her, and Greg's like, "Oh my gosh, what's up? Hey!" Like he remembered her name and everything, and she's like, "Hi, what's up? Like, how's it going?" And she's like, kind of being nice, and she's like, and then she started to like do her sales play for her gloves again. Just like starts getting into like the same kind of speech routine. And the girl's like, "No, I already bought some. You don't remember me?" And it's like,
Oh my
she's
God,
like, "What?"
no.
Oh, I was like, she's like, "No, sorry, I've been like all around the festival selling a bunch of people. I'm sorry." But then she starts going like those other things that like the few other things that she saw. She's like, "I've got these." She's like, "No, I bought those too." I'm like, "Oh my god, this is too great." So she's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna." She's kind of like tell she was feeling a little awkward. So she's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go." Like does her goodbye, and then we're walking back to our campsite, and Greg's like kind of pouty, like kind of like, "Can't believe you didn't remember we talked about drugs and stuff." And like, we had a really nice conversation. How'd she not remember me? Oh my god! And it's like, well, she's been selling to lots of people, Greg. Come on, like, you're dumb, though. I was like, yeah, I bet you think strippers like you too, Greg. He's like, whatever, man. I'm just, I'm not happy.
Fuck.
It was just like, come on, like, how do you not see through that? Like,
Right.
But Diamond and Mystique were totally into me.
yeah, exactly.
They even gave me the friend price for lap dance.
Yeah, exactly.
So $200 later, like I saved $50.
They like brought out their like discount chart.
They had like scroll down like the pointer. It's like, you get the friends and was gonna say friends and family, but
Friends and family.
I don't want to know what strip clubs you're going to.
Yeah, right?
I want
Uncle
no
Josh
part of
has
that.
to join you.
Oh, he throws in his lap dance for free. I don't even know. The idea of strip clubs weird me the fuck out.
I've never been to one.
Same. Because think about it. Think about it from just a logical standpoint. There's somebody who is paying somebody else, essentially, for their attention. Now, the person getting the money, by all means, get your fucking money.
Right.
But, like, there's, like, somebody gallivanting on stage, and there's just, like, a group of lonely men, and there's, like, maybe
Right.
one day Crystal will be mine. Crystal's real name is Stephanie, and she's studying to be a nurse, and she wants nothing to do with your ass, but you're helping her pay bills.
That's the thing. I've never gotten the point of shelling out money like that. We went to a strip club once for my friend's birthday when I went to Penn State. He's like, yeah, there's a 18 over strip club. Let's go see it. And it's like they're all college students. And the funniest thing is running into them on campus. Be like, oh my god, my tits were in your face for like $3. Like, okay, this is interesting. How's that? What'd you get on the last e-contest? Like, it's like,
You want to
man.
pizza later, or you got a shift?
Mia strip club. So I bought this T-bill for you.
it was an entertaining time, but it's kind of like I'm not gonna spend any more money here.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
it's-
I couldn't do it. I just feel like, not only that, but, you know, they're going to be nice to you, and then
and then it's over.
It is. I just feel like as soon as it's like, oh my gosh, what's your name? I just want to like stand up and scream, the jig is up! I know what you're doing!
Money stays here, babe.
Not being swindled today. What's your name? Lexus? That's probably not even your
They
real
don't
name.
have name tags.
It'd be really funny if they like walked around with their cell phones and had that square thing. They're like, all right, just deposit right to my account.
You can Venmo me now.
Take PayPal.
We're now accepting Bitcoin.
Oh my god.
Just transfer that right into my account. Thank you.
Fucking drug dealers are actually using that.
Oh, the square?
Yeah, the Square, because it just you make the business whatever you want, and then if they don't have cash, you just slide their card.
Oh, okay. Only downside is that
dealers-
it has your card, all your card information. Your
And you gave it to a drug dealer.
It's a twofold operation.
what happens if the same thing happened with Target happens with a drug dealer?
Oh!
Then his business is down the tubes.
Do you want the drug dealer express card? I have to sell one every month.
Or my own business goes out of business.
But I
Or the management comes at me
Yeah,
with a gun. Like,
They do, but I can't sell you all of the cocaine at once. I can't do that.
Would you like to buy some marijuana along with your cocaine?
We now have a special where you can get a gram of. And it's just like, no, man, I just want my marijuana, please. But if you
selling
purchase
candy bars.
now,
I'm selling candy bars. They're just as expensive as drugs, apparently.
like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is paying? Who the fuck is paying like $30 for Kit Kats? Like, fuck out of here, Strong.
oh man.
Like, what drugs are you taking, sir? Maybe like meth lab. Fucking.
It's okay. Trump will come out with his own credit card.
Trump card.
You can now be...
It's the gold.
As it give you $1 million loan and then, you're screwed the rest of your life.
It's just a small loan of $1 million.
It's a small $1 million balance transfer into your account from his account.
Sign me up.
So I'm gonna just take 900,000 and just put that in a hedge fund so that gets money,
Yeah.
and then I can pretty much just pay the loan off, get some interest, and then hookers and drugs, bro. Except for I don't want either, so I'll probably just buy like lots of peanut butter and jelly and like.
Wow.
Wow.
Marcus wins the lottery. It's just like tubs of Jif in his
Like, do nothing but just like wearing a silk Versace robe and eating sandwiches and watching cartoons.
It's like straight up DuckTales, him swimming in the peanut butter and jelly.
Like, what you doing today, bro?
Yeah, we're living now.
Like, well, I have to go meet with my investor to talk about the capital gains for that stock, and then I got to do this, and then I just bought a bounce house. I'm gonna do that for like 3 hours. It's about to be sweet as shit.
Actually, yeah, I would probably be like one of those kids in one of those movies that like got a bunch of money and just bought a bunch of stupid junk.
What do you consider stupid junk? I mean, I buy a water slide.
Like, have you ever seen that movie?
That's dope.
Have you ever seen that movie, Blank Check?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
What, but
Yeah.
some of the like I said, water slide. There's a water slide. That's cool. I mean, but like, what else does he buy in that?
He buys like an entire room that has
Like nothing but TV.
Right, yeah.
The
TVs.
TV
Yeah.
wall.
Okay, but also, I mean, maybe it's like maybe he's like 20 years old now, maybe a little less. But with all the stuff he buys, $1 million, I don't think he has that much money. Like, it's not that much money. Like, he shouldn't be able to buy all this stuff with just $1 million because he goes.
I don't know.
Crazy
He might have
with that.
invested.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It really shows that he doesn't do that. So
Luke got so upset. No, he didn't.
he didn't.
He did not.
He takes
It's
all
in the
money,
deleted
he
scenes.
gets home,
It's in the deleted scenes. Alternative scenes.
All
Alternative
scenes.
scenes.
All scenes.
All
Gets
scenes.
home, he lays in his bed, throws the money in the air, and it rains down on him. Like, I'm rich. No, that's
You're so.
I'm kidding.
Little do we know, Blank Check is like Luke's secretly favorite guilty pleasure, so that's why he knows it so well.
I mean, I watched that movie a lot when I
I
was
watched
younger.
it too.
Like,
Yeah.
no, so I know that movie mostly by heart. Like,
You seem very adamant about these deleted scenes.
Wait, didn't he buy a house?
yeah, he bought a.
If you're a
he
child,
bought a
you
fucking,
can't just walk around buying houses.
It's a
Fucking movie!
use an alias, Mr. Macintosh.
We want such realism in this, Steve.
But it's like a fuck. That's
Apes
the
don't
thing.
run the fucking world, but that's a movie too.
He buys this fucking huge mansion for only like $300,000.
That's true.
That's
That's really
bullshit.
true.
Depending on where you're at.
$300,000
Wasn't
for a
it was
mansion.
in California. Though,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, well,
yeah.
fuck
It's
that.
No.
Yeah, you can't buy a house for
And
$300,000.
it's like-
You get like a decent house for $300,000.
It's probably like a Cape Cod. It's like that's all you can afford with that $300,000.
Yeah.
I have this new houseboat that I bought. It's a boat that's a house.
So that's the first thing he buys, and then there's just like he starts buying all, like you said, all this useless crap, except for the water slide and the pool.
I just thought about this with that $1 million that like I don't know, what are they, an international like drug
Something like that.
wherever he stole from.
Yeah.
They probably could have just written it off like it was a business expense or had said it was charity.
I think there's a quote in the movie that actually says, "Don't you think at this point it'd be easier to just steal another $1 million?" Because like after they're chasing the kid for a while. Like, but yeah, good old classic Disney movies.
But, like, if you can steal $1 million, you should be able to catch one fucking child. $1 million.
It's like that class. It's like, what do you call it? Home Alone.
Yeah.
That was
adults.
I know. It's just like, we're so smart, we can steal $1 million, but we can't catch one kid. Because he's so smart. Not to mention, all the shit in Home Alone would have fucking killed someone.
especially in 2 with those fucking nails.
Oh, nails, and like the fucking
drops-
iron came like
Drops
swinging.
bricks off from the roof.
Right.
Yeah, as a kid, I enjoyed Home Alone. As an adult, I watched it. I'm like, those poor guys. Like, I know they're trying to steal from a child who's home alone, but he's gonna murder them.
Why are they even after him in Home Alone 2? I would have just let it go. After the
They
first
can't
one.
you don't let things go. Like, they're criminals. They're mad. They are
Mad criminals.
They,
Yeah,
they
but-
are. It's like,
The only one who lets them go, or lets the kid go, is Donald Trump, who doesn't question a little kid wandering New York by himself.
oh, what a dick.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I did want to bring up this. I don't know if you guys saw. I sent it into the group. But this made me laugh so much, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds like York County. Mm-hmm. Dead on.
What was that? Yeah.
This is just the title of it. Argument over pot pie erupts. York man attacks father with axe.
Go on.
So apparently what happens is this guy, he lives with his parents. He's an ex-military, and he his mom apparently made pot pie, and him and his brothers ate some. He apparently ate a boatload more than his brothers. And so, like, his dad gets back from work, and he's just like, well, there's hardly any pot pie for me left. He's like, well, I'll go up and talk to him and ask him to be more considerate and blah, 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 blah. And the son tries to run out on the dad, and the dad's like, I'm not going anywhere until you stop and just talk to me. And then the son keeps trying, the dad's not moving. Son goes back into his room, comes out with an axe, and his dad's like, do it, you won't. He did it.
He did.
But it was funny, I was telling my co-op about this, and she's like, well, is this like Dutch pot pie, or is it just, regular pot pie?
As if the type of pot pie, warrants the axe.
Exactly.
Not wrong, though. Certain food, it's just like... Because, you have... every house has that one... Like, that one or those few dishes that's just like... If that thing runs out before you get some, you're just like... You're fucking assholes, all of you.
Yeah.
Like it could have
the axes start swinging.
Makes me think of the Family Guy with the what would you do for a Klondike bar? Would you stand on one foot? Sure. Would you quack like a duck? Yeah, okay. Would you kill a man? And the guy kind of looks around real shady, and there's a guy walking past. He just pulls out a knife and shanks him.
Oh my god. No, Klondike bar is overrated.
I don't like Klondike bars either.
I mean, I don't dislike it's ice cream and chocolate on it. It's like, cool, I can make that at home.
Yeah, you can just go get Hershey hardening shell.
Yeah. It's not Klondike. No.
It's not Square. It's not Flash Frozen Square.
I'd go to the store and buy a Klondike bar.
Would you kill a man?
Luke,
does the man happen to have $1 million in cash with him? Because if so, then I might and take that with me. But
it's amazing how susceptible you are as a child to advertisement.
Yeah.
Like Klondike bars, and you're like, "Oh man, Klondike bar! Everybody wants one of those."
And now you're like, yes, you do. There's
too.
swinging the metronome in front of you.
Well, there used to be advertisements. My mom was telling me this one time where it was just flash something.
Yeah, subliminal.
Oh, the subliminal. Yeah. Like, they would do that. That's illegal now.
Yeah,
but,
it's highly illegal.
But yeah, that's they did it. First time they did it in public was at a drive-in movie theater, and throughout the movie, they would flash through just one or two frames real quick. It's like buy Coca-Cola. And you don't pick that. You can't pick
your
that
eyes
up.
Don't pick it up.
But your subconscious does. So then the drive-in theater started seeing a huge sale in Coca-Cola, and it's like, oh, this is great. And the first
Tron movie,
huh?
First Tron.
I was gonna say The Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know about Tron. Can talk about after. But the first Exorcist, there's a bunch of terrifying, demonic subliminal messages, like the scene where the girl's head spins around. In her eye, actually, there was supposed to be 5 demons all on one person ripping his limbs off. And my psych professor teacher from high school, he said he went and saw that. He's not afraid of scary movies, but he saw that when it came out in theaters, and he just remembers seeing that scene, being like, this is the most fucking terrifying thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. And then he watched it 20 years later, just on VHS, I mean, it's kind of gross that her head spins around, but no, it's, subliminal messaging will get to you.
Yep. Every single time.
What were we going to say about Tron?
Yeah. What happens?
No. That was overt messaging when they go to the Coke sign.
Oh, okay.
It's just out of nowhere. It's just a billboard for Coke in the Tron universe. It's just
blatant advertising.
And boom! Dead ass middle of the screen.
That's because they've got Coke everywhere. Come on now.
It is the 80s. Hey.
And it was classic Coke, not new Coke.
Slurm Classic.
Exactly.
Ew. Blech. If we start getting our beverages from a giant space slug, I'm done. I'm done with soda altogether.
I don't really
That
drink
is-
soda much,
Honestly.
unless it's in my alcohol. being perfectly honest.
Do you want Slurm in your alcohol?
What is Slurm?
It's from Futurama.
Futurama.
I watch Futurama here and there. I've never
It's
watched it all
like
the way
it's
through.
like Mountain Dew, except it comes from a giant space slug queen who spits out of her bottom this gross
so you're
greenish
eating
slug.
worm squirty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently it's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we'll have to try in the future. Freeze me up, Scotty.
Do, 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 do.
No.
I just read that episode because then you have Fry who's just sucking it right out.
Yeah, yeah.
He just starts sucking it right out of the
Like
back.
the kid at the fountain, just like.
No, but he's got his mouth
Yeah,
around
right,
it,
right.
sucking it out.
God.
I've always wanted to do that with a slushy machine.
You know what he's into.
I've always wanted to do that with a slushy machine, though. Just get underneath and just like,
Yeah, that's the way he was treating.
I remember.
Just go to a place you're never gonna go back to, like on a road trip at like 3 a.m. You'll be fine.
It was like my friend Jake. He has this thing. He's always said he wants to get banned from a bar, like not like a bar that you go to regularly, but like a bar that's kind of like.
I was just about to say, Luke's like, all right, check that one off the bucket list.
Hey, I got unbanned, so like, so you get banned from a bar that you don't go to regularly,
Yeah.
but it's still kind of like in the general vicinity that if someone asks like, "Oh, we should go here," it's like you
Yeah.
be like, "No, sorry, I'm banned from there."
All right, time to get banned from Fat Daddies.
So I guess you gotta stab somebody.
Same.
Oh, fuck!
What would you say?
So I say you gotta stab somebody then.
Even then, I think they might forgive you. I don't know. I've
So shady.
Been there in a long
I just
time.
don't. People. I remember there was one time. I think it was like Eric, Lizzie, and the twins were going, and I'm just like, I'm not.
Twins.
I'm not going to Fat Daddies. We're like, come on, we could go. Like, it was like, I'm not going to Fat Daddies. No, and I was like riding with Eric that night because we were all together, and it was, I think it was like right around summer, yeah. So Lizzie was in town for summer courses, and she's like, I've never been. Oh my god! I was like, I'm not going. To
Fast
Fat
forward
Daddies.
20 minutes later, you're in your car with your hand on your cheek, just like resting, like, can't believe I'm going to Fat. I probably can't.
No. I didn't go. I thought you would drop me off.
Adam, nope.
Eric was like, dude, I will pay your cover to get in. I was like, you can drop me at home. It's on the way.
Yeah.
I've never been to Fat Daddy's, but I've heard so many stories. I'm done.
I
Yeah.
just don't.
I went there once, and it wasn't really anything in particular. Like, the stories I've heard are much worse, but it's just kind of like, I didn't see anything special about it. But
There is nothing special about it.
There really, I'd go about once a year, and I only been like 4 or 5 times, and then every time I went, I'd be like, oh, this is why I don't come back here.
yeah, I was like, I'm assuming it's like the same as B-Max, which we all know my feelings on that.
I
So,
actually like B-Max.
oh,
Oh, did you guys see
Weirdo.
that? Did you guys see that Falloons is going non-smoking?
what?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm just not going there anymore. I mean, I don't really go there much anyway. I'm
All right,
like,
Andy.
they're like non-smoking completely.
Completely. Like
Are
except
they gonna-
out on their deck.
Are they gonna change the lighting in there so you can actually see people?
Are they gonna get rid of that that gross film of just gross that's on everything?
Yeah, you can't just get rid of smoke. It's in there. Like, that's staying.
Well-
So you might as well just stay smoking.
That's they said.
Steve,
This is tainted.
Steve, that was like the most like round. It was roundabout, but it was also very fucking forward at the same time. Like that sounds like a presentation you just bullshitted the night before. It's like, oh shit, I gotta present tomorrow. All right, you should stay smoking because of this. Yeah.
No, well, I mean, my brother works there, and this week started Restaurant Week. Or, well, today started Restaurant Week in York. And he said they were originally just going to do it as non-smoking for Restaurant Week, but then they're like, you know what? Why not give this whole thing a try? Apparently, though, you actually have to have a license to be a smoking facility. So he said, he's like, but we're not getting rid of the smoking license just yet, just in case we see, like, a drastic drop in business.
I mean, yeah. There
You're
was
going
my
to.
50-cent Natty Boat purchases.
Well, there's a whole $4.
Right, exactly. It's like $4 a night. Like every. I've
No,
been
you
there,
go
like,
in there. There's people always smoking. How can
Yeah.
you get, unless you're like planning on renovating the place too? Because that place is a mess.
It's just old.
Well, yeah, but there's places old in York, but they still renovate it. That
Yeah.
made them nice. It's not like
Like cobblestones.
This guy's got jokes. But I said though, with Falloons now out of the game, there's
Yeah.
like essentially 2.5 bars left that are smoking in York.
Bars,
First Cap, and
bars.
Stogies.
Oh well, Stogies.
Cove.
Well, I thought that was the half you were
Yeah,
talking
pretty
about.
much. Yeah, that
There's-
or like the back area of the depot.
there's the Cove. What about?
Oh,
Depot?
that's true. The Cove does have a smoking part.
Yeah,
I forgot
Cove,
about that.
Been to the
The
Cove a long
depot.
time.
I don't
Murph's.
think smoking
I
bars
think
are going anywhere
Murph's and First
anytime
Cap are the
soon.
only ones that are entirely like
Not.
doesn't have like a sectioned off area, like how the White Rose has Stogies section off, and how the depot has the back
Back
area
wall.
section
Yeah.
off.
But even so, like even in the depot, you still leave smelling like cigarettes made love to your
butthole.
clothing.
Still not as bad as Jackie B's.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Jackie B's is a good get rid of smoking.
Jackie B's will just compensate you with very cheap food.
I don't know. I was like, I've never really wanted to smoke while I eat. So,
You'll know. You've never tried.
true.
Yeah, you've never been.
I don't know. Like, I think I can. I don't know. I mean, it's nothing really sticks out in mind, but I'm sure I've probably like eaten something and then like had a cigarette during, or I don't know, but not really one of those memories that sticks out to you. So.
Looks like I remember the time I bit into a Big Mac and then dragged off a cig.
Well,
I went-
no, actually, I like drilled a hole in the Big Mac and then put the cigarette, lit it, and like stuck it in, so you get some of that the juice flavor from the Big Mac through the cigarette.
I went to.
It's like making your own vape, except really, really bad for you.
I went to physical.
I didn't actually do that, Marcus. Stop with the face.
I feel like we swap positions for a second because normally I say some ridiculous shit and you're just like, "Fucking can't take this today." But like with that shit, I'm like, like 404 does not compute. Like
Error.
error.
Big
I
Mac
went-
vape.
I went to physical therapy last week, and there was a guy who came in, and I was like, it smelled like fruit or something. And I was like, man, it's really strong. And I was like, trying to put, I was like, did he put on some type of weird fruit cologne? Or what did he put on? And like, I was like, oh, he just smokes a lot of vapor.
Apricot, new by Calvin Klein.
I was just about to say that.
I was like, man, it smells good, but like really strong.
We get it, you vape.
Nothing beats the real thing. Just saying.
I want to see Luke's
I like
Big Mac vape.
vaporizers, but they're probably just as bad for you as cigarettes.
Well, no, actually, a study came out saying that they're not.
No, they're not.
It was I can't remember where. It was somewhere notable. I know that somewhere that I believe this source. I know that much. That
Fake news,
they-
fake
because-
reports.
High
because since, like,
times.
But, yeah. But since vapes are but since vapes are like fairly new, up until like these studies came out, they didn't have anything like to base off like what are the long term effects of vaping versus smoking. And they found out that those who like quit smoking and solely vaped or just smoke like one cigarette every now and then are at a severely lower risk for cancer than those who smoke cigarettes.
Oh.
So it's less damaging to your body, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. Even though I don't
Vape.
I don't vape,
It's,
but so it really is. It seems like it actually is a
Yeah.
much better alternative.
But
It
then-
doesn't have like a bunch of added carcinogens as well. So
But there's always like that one study where it's just like 20 years down the line. It's like, turns out vaping was terrible
yeah,
for you.
yeah, exactly. Right, yeah. 'cause it's been a couple
Whoops.
months. Yeah.
Well, because there will be a Marlboro type company for vaporizers, like that, like put all these terrible
Exactly,
chemicals in their vapor juice or whatever it is.
Look at our little spokesperson, Victor Vape. He's a little vape cloud, and look at his adventures.
You know, you've read Watchmen, right? It's like when,
yeah.
like in Watchmen, where they had those like weird glass bowl things that they would smoke. That's basically what
Yeah.
vaporizers are.
Alan Moore predicting the future.
Yeah.
But it kind of looked like, what do you call it? Opium.
Oh,
I thought it was opium while I was
we now have
reading it.
vape dens. Where you come and escape and lose yourself in the vape den. But no.
Go to an opium den. I wouldn't come out.
It's like if I ever feel like, all right, this is the end. Let's do this.
Yeah,
We're gonna-
yeah. If I felt like
You see, like 98-year-old Steve goes across the world.
It's time.
It's time.
This is a good way to die.
I know, I kind of agree with that. If I was dying and I was dying of something that was not going to be cured, then take me to an opium den where I can relax and die.
I do a bunch of fun shit first, and then, all right,
Kick the bucket.
That's
enjoy
what,
this way out.
that's how we should let our old people die.
I'm sure plenty of people do. It's not euthanasia.
Yeah, but they should just start up a storefront for.
Rocket-powered wheelchairs and shit. Like,
Yes. In.
I mean, there's already, like, old people, they do whatever. All right. Old. So, just through working, I work at, like a family facility. Like, it has a gym and a daycare and shit. Mm-hmm. And just through, like we clean locker rooms and shit, it's always, like, whenever I pop in to do something in the men's locker room, it's always, like, the old guys that are just, like, no fucks given, and they're just balls out all the fuck. I'm just like, I've seen more balls and dicks than I need to in my entire life. More balls and dicks that aren't mine.
And it's like, isn't it great? Like when I was the opposite of great.
I was about to say,
Isn't it fantastic?
It was a very bad, sarcastic great. It's the opposite of great. Then they come up to you and they're like trying to have a conversation while everything's just out there. It's like, yo, okay. Thanks, dude. All right,
Yeah.
I get it. You're comfortable with it.
I saw this one comic, I think it was on the oatmeal.
You're comfortable with it, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't
Where it
want a
was
dick in
just
my
like-
face while I'm trying to talk. Like, sorry.
It was just like young men, and then you see like all the like it's like a young men's locker room, and they're all just like oh my god, and everyone's like covered up and like shriveled, like physically
I
shriveled.
mean, I don't
up
mind. If you
because-
just like go change, do your thing, that's it. And it's like get in, get out. Like,
But
not
no,
a big
it
deal.
was-
But like, then you don't. It's not a hobby. It's not a prolonged
Yeah.
activity you want to do. Spending time
no,
hanging out in the locker room.
But the funny thing was the other panel was like, because it was supposed to be like young, like teenagers, and the other panel was just like old men, and then it just shows like this old guy like power stance,
Captain Morgan kind of style.
blow drying his balls, having a conversation with the other guy. It's like, hey man, how was your weekend? It's like, oh, it was great. It's like, whirr, like, because they just got to the point where it's just like, they're here.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You got any extra baby powder? Sure.
Ooh, it's lilac, my favorite.
Here, my hands before, just slap it right on there. Like, stop it.
But yeah, it never just ceases to amaze me that when I was like, all right, gonna go in, like change the paper towels, do. It's like, well, I sold like 8 ball sacks. I mean, I never need to see.
I was about to say, are you counting, Marcus? You're like, oh, one a ball sack.
It's just more so. It's just like somebody took a fork and just dug it into my brain. It's just like, like no towel, no, just casually slanging and slunking around the fire. I'm just like, kudos to you, sir. Like under the hairdryer, just ass naked, like word. It's like, no fuck, bro.
It's like, congratulations for you, which I can clearly see having the balls to do that.
Do they call you? Do they call you limpy? That one's a little loppy there, bro.
I think one's hanging a little lower than the other.
Yeah, they call you stilts, stumbles. I'm just asking. I'm
just curious. I'm just trying to make conversation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. One time, I made a joke about hooking up with a woman that had a peg leg, and my cousin Zach. My cousin Zach. He's just like, he's like, hey baby, what's your name? Is it Peggy or Eileen? I
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
screamed.
It's like I've heard Eileen before, but Peggy's fucking great.
Like he said it was just like so matter of fact. Like, you Peggy baby or you Eileen? I'm just like, God damn,
That's terrible.
You're great. You're laughing.
Terribly great.
You're laughing. It's funny.
It was.
We laugh at a lot of terrible things.
Oh,
on
we
this
do.
show.
Yeah.
Fucking do. Oh my
you cope?
gosh. Speaking of something funny, last night. All right. So how this club is set up? Imagine like Murph's dance floor, but like almost 4 times as big, and that's like the main focal point. And then there's like a little section to get drinks. It's like a strip of bar here, and you walk up and you walk over, and there's like another bar, and it's just one giant fucking dance floor. Like one colossal dance floor. So we're on the dance floor, and there was this dude that just stood like right by us the entire time, just hovering.
This place is huge, but you choose to be right here.
Yeah. And I mean, it was like Lizzie Taylor and Jen were all dancing, and you could tell like he's interested in one of them. It would have been way less creepy if he would have tried to initiate and talk, but he just hovered, and it's just like,
Hey man, what's going
"What's
on?
up, bro?" And he just kept maneuvering around, and just kept just like, "You gonna say something, or you just gonna
You're
awkwardly
just gonna
like,
keep creeping.
yeah, like if you just be like, hey, my name's blah blah blah, what's up, guys? Be like, oh, what's up, dude? You know,
Maybe we could have made some progress.
exactly, as opposed to you just like fucking staring holes into everybody's forehead, and we like everyone saw it. It's like, did you see that guy with the glasses? Yeah, he's fucking creepy, bro.
Probably like Legion. He's trying to telepathy with you.
Right.
I like y'all girls.
That would have probably either made better, just whatever, because him just standing there like breathing menacingly.
Just stand up.
What's your agenda, sir?
Yeah.
I mean, it was State Patties. He's probably too fucked up to talk, so I'll give him the benefit of doubt without even being there. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, dude, it was
This sounds
hilarious.
awful.
Like we got there, and it wasn't packed at first, and then like the DJ had a really good like first chunk of the set, and it was like me and Juan just kept looking at each other. Every new song that came on that we liked, it was just like, oh my god,
Jam!
yeah, it was literally just for like almost an hour. We had a "that's my jam" moment, just like back to back to back to back, and it
For
was
an
just
hour.
like, yeah, for like an hour. And I mean, like, it wasn't like, you know how you just kind of like, yeah, I like it. Yeah, I mean, like,
It's like let's go.
like arms around each other's shoulders, like just moshing and dancing, and like giant. And we have beads on, so beads are fleeing, swinging everywhere, and we're drunk. We got like drinks in our hands. And it's like the big, like long tube, stupid drinks that have like the bulb at the bottom,
Yeah,
and
oh
they're
my
like.
God.
It's like fucking lights are going. It's like raving. We're like, and we're just like everyone is, and like people are sweating, and we're just bopping and dancing. It was just like,
It's just the most fun, gross atmosphere in the world.
it was. It really was.
For it to be Marcus's jam for a full hour, it must have just been the wobble on loop.
Yes.
As if that would be a bad thing.
I mean, I'm okay with wobbling, but an hour of wobble, that seems a bit much.
You're gonna get your cardio in, that's for fucking sure.
Yeah.
So I had a hat on, and some chick walks up to me. She like looks at it and like and she's like, Brooklyn Sixers all day. And I'm just like, I don't even like sports. I just like this hat. like deadpan, and it's kind of like she's like,
And she walked away.
that she did.
Too
It's like-
smooth. Too fucking smooth.
Hey man, I don't sports.
Fake it till you make it.
I don't give a fuck about. I'm not gonna be like, well, you know this, points per game. I'm like, no, dude.
No,
I know what you're saying, but it was kind of like, she's just like Sixers, and I'm just like,
all you had to have been like, nuh-uh, Brooklyn's better, and then it would start some really crappy flirting, and you'd be like, I'm Marcus. You go from there.
I didn't care enough about the fucking Sixers. I was just like, I like this hat because it was free and it was
That's
cool.
not the point
That's
of
not
caring.
I know, but it was in that moment I was intoxicated.
It's like one of the times where I tried to quit smoking, there's this girl who went outside to smoke. I was like, I'm gonna go.
I don't know which part's funnier.
One of the times, dude, it's tough. Like,
No, you're right. It is
like,
tough.
Go outside. He's like, I think I'm gonna have a cigarette. And then it's like one of your friends goes like, I thought he quit. He's like, cigarette's not pussy. Like,
But yeah, it was just kind of like, nah, whatever. Go about my night. I feel like what the fuck was the character from Guardians of the Galaxy that was like everything was literal? I can't remember his name.
Drax.
Yeah, Drax. It's just like, like no, that's not what you're supposed to do. But I don't like the tea. Like no, no. But anyway,
goodness gracious, too much.
Great balls of fire.
Well then,
Fireball. Don't drink that shit. It's nasty.
it's not good.
It really isn't. What? Anyway, I'm Marcus.
I'm Steve.
I'm
Come
Luke. No outros. Okay.
I was about to say, we're not outroing.
I know. I just like jumped in there.
Steve, remember it?
There was a pause.
Still Steve.
There was a pause, so I was
I was
like,
about to outro and Steve just like stole my thunder.
Hashtag still Steve.
Hashtag still Steve.
It's like when you're about to do some fancy move and your teammate just dunks it instead, and you're just like, well, I was gonna juke the shit out of everybody, but you didn't pass the ball. Anyway, Marcus, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at QUEZMAV. Snapchat is SIRMAVMAV88.blogspot.com. That's me.
I'm
Luke.
Steve.
Okay. Alright. I'll wait.
No, that's what I'll say.
Oh, wait. You still Steve?
Yeah, I'm still Steve.
I'm Luke. Find me
Steve.
Still Steve. Not changing anytime soon. I'll wait.
All right, Professor Luke. Are you guys done talking now? I'll wait. Do you want to teach the class?
It's my time. This is your time.
You're not wasting my time. You're wasting yours.
I don't pay tuition here. You do.
I would be such a passive-aggressive professor, so that would be totally me. Anyway, find me on Twitter and Instagram at hook_Louver. Find me on my Snapchat, hooklouver. For next week, for Iceland adventures.
Hey!
It's going to be a fun time.
International Hook.
And I am Nick. You can find me at nlens42. That's NLENZ42 on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to hit up the official Trophy Husband's Twitter at The True Trophies. Look for new sods dropping every single week on Trophy Tuesday. Other than that, everyone have a good day, have a good week, have a good month, have a good life, and we'll catch you next Trophy Tuesday.
Bye forever.
So, wait.
I'm Steve.
No. But you should like have a vlog and just it should be like Hook pukes internationally since you're going international.
Hook pukes internationally?
Because you're going out to Iceland. You're
But
probably
I'm
gonna
not
party
puke.
there.
Why am I going to puke?
Gonna party.
Party.
Meet some locals, have some fun, you know.
Yeah.
And on that note, he's still Steve. Have a good week.
Steve.
I'm Steve.